Welcome to the Izzi and Nils Show. Today, what we love and hate about online marketing.
So I do the intro text.
Sure.
I think it's always the one that doesn't do the intro, right? I'm confused because of last week.
It threw us off a bit.
Because I did everything.
No, you didn't do everything. You asked questions and made noises. Just kidding.
Your tummy made noises. No, but I did the intro and the intro text and the outro and everything around that. So,
All good.
Okay, welcome everyone to an episode where we have our normal intro music again. We still have to get our own theme, our own theme song still.
We do.
So many ideas. But however, today we're talking about what we love and hate about online marketing, and we're talking about different topics in the online marketing field, which is education, the community, about work-life balance, and about security and sustainability for your for the sake of your heart.
Oh, I think today will be quite wholesome, I hope.
Yeah, it's less educational today. I think it's more imagine you would sit in our living room on the sofa drinking a glass of wine or water.
Or a cup of tea.
Yes, and hearing Izzy's tummy in real life. That's
such a signature Izzy noise, tummy rumbling.
It is. Yeah, I forgot to prepare the intro music from from the last time.
You sound like a frog.
Oh, thanks.
But also I think we'll be a little bit critical today. I don't know about you. Do you have more things that you love or more things that you hate about online marketing?
So I don't like talking negative all the time, but I think I have more things that I hate.
Oh, I think I love more things, but that's because I'm young and naive.
That's true. I think I have some, well, we'll see. I don't know yet. I just have the topics. I haven't thought about what I will say.
Maybe it's worth mentioning that this episode topic was a suggestion from one of our followers, Christian at SEM Galore.
Was it?
Yes.
I don't remember. That must have been a while ago.
It was quite a while ago, and I thought it was a really nice idea, so I added it to the list. And yeah, so if anyone else has cool suggestions for topics we can discuss, just tweet to us at #IzziNilsShow.
Yes, we should actually mention him for that in our show notes.
We will.
We will.
Yeah.
All the fame. I'm sure that will give him 3 followers. Or 0. We're getting there. At some point in the future, people will be like, oh, our 10,000 followers will then, maybe not. However.
No, people will be like, I used to like Izzi and Nils Show before they were cool.
But we are cool already.
That's true. We were cool since the beginning.
You mean before everyone knew they were cool?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Shall we just start with the first part?
Sure.
Okay, so I will just throw the words in the room or in the Zoom meeting. And oh, by the way, we're not recording this on Zoom. We're just seeing each other on Zoom because Zoom sound quality is terrible for podcasting. And now we will get all the questions, which app we're using to record the podcast, which we will not reply to. Oh, actually, we can.
We should make an episode about how to make a podcast.
True. Yeah, we'll say that in another episode in the future. So, wait, yeah, online marketing.
I need to burp.
Make it loud.
Sorry.
That was it?
That's what No, I was so shocked by you talking that it suppressed the burp.
I don't understand. Okay, so the first part is education. And so online marketing education, of course, always connected to online marketing. And we got some notes here, only the topics. We'll just go through them and say what's cool, what's bad, and whatever comes to your mind, just say it. So the first thing is the availability and accessibility of education in online marketing. Do you have what comes to your mind?
In general, I think this is one of the coolest parts of online marketing because an important part of doing good online marketing is creating good content. So there's a lot of content out there about online marketing. So it's kind of nice, right?
I mean, yeah, of course there is a lot, especially because online marketing happens online most of the time. So it's kind of accessible. So you can just read blogs I mean, we mentioned some people in previous episodes, like how to become an SEO, how to become a CRO. There were some great resources. If you want to see them, just go to the show notes of these episodes and listen to them. And I think there we had some great resources. I don't know about the cost. So of course, when you have blog posts or anything that's free, or podcasts or whatever you're listening to, but then again, you of course have conferences and other events that you can attend. And I think even there, the costs are quite nice. So it's not super expensive if you compare it to other industries like automotive industry or health, pharma, whatever. Events are much more expensive, at least from my experience, like from the people I know that attend these events. They pay like 8 times the price to go to these events.
Wow.
8 times the price if it's a really cheap online marketing conference. No, I don't know the prices, but I've heard it's much more expensive. And I think because the online marketing scene is very young, so you also have a lot of these meetups and whatever you can find like on meetup.com and so on. And yeah, most of it is really free.
Definitely. And there's a higher frequency of these events. Usually every week there is something going on in one city, one large city, or in one country.
Yeah, depending on where you are, of course. But I think if you're in Central Europe, you will most probably have something every week if you are in a city that is not super small. Or you can create your own events and make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy.
And I think so when I'm talking especially about SEO, and I mean, there's also overlaps for online marketing, but there is a heavy reliance on internal education amongst your peers because there's so much shrouded in mystery, and we're not given the strict set of guidelines on this stuff. So it's really cool how most of us are helping each other out by sharing our learnings and our findings and case studies, and that's really cool.
And it's also dangerous because you sometimes have people that don't know what they're talking about, but making it a public opinion. So I think...
Are you talking about me now?
Of course, only. It's not always about you, Izzi. No, it's just... I mean, yeah, you have a really high quantity of events, and you have some events that are really nice. But I think especially people who are not that experienced to figure out, is something the truth, or is it just something that is an opinion of someone that I need to evaluate? Is that the word?
Yeah.
Cool. I think that's kind of dangerous for newbies in the field, and there are a lot of them because it's a new industry. And yeah, I think that's kind of the downside. So you have a lot of content, you have a lot of talks, and you have a lot of bullshit out there.
You do.
While having also a lot of great things. But I think finding out what's good, what's bad is kind of dangerous and difficult.
But it's part of the learning process, though. It's like figuring out on yourself, like, who is a trusted person? What is a trusted source? Can I use this information? And then learning along the way that you shouldn't take everything as the gospel truth, even if it's coming from Google or from your favorite online marketer. You've got to test this stuff and make your own assumptions.
True. And I think while doing that, it kind of defines who you will be.
Yeah.
Sorry, wait a second. There's a motorbike in my background. It sounds like I'm farting.
I don't hear it.
Good for you. It kind of defines who you are because, I mean, I just saw this post today of Karl Kratz. He was featured on the agenda of a conference in Germany where he wasn't a speaker, but they just took his face, and also from Felix Beilharz and so on.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And it's these... I don't want to mention them because I don't want to make stupid people famous. But yeah, it's, I would say, the scum of the online marketing field. And many people follow them because they reach a lot of people and they attract a lot of followers. But yeah, if you follow them, you will basically become bad if you listen to their advice.
Yeah.
But how to figure it out?
Well, that's really a shame.
It is. I seriously hate them. Like, if I would see them on the street, I usually don't punch people. I'm not sure if I should say this here, but seriously, no, really, I genuinely hate these people. So negative.
Maybe you can explain what happened. Like, did they just take their names for the conference without asking them?
Oh, that's what they did now. But in general, it's yeah, it's this people who try to sell their online courses about how to build your own online business in garage. You know, the people that I hate. Like, I always talk
Yes,
about them.
I hate them too. Yeah.
That's nice. And yeah, they basically make money out of the dreams of people that haven't reached their dreams yet and don't really have money and
Oh,
blah blah blah. So yeah, it's just very bad people. Fuck you if you're listening.
that's one big thing we hate about online marketing.
Yes.
But we love cool contributors and awesome people who speak at conferences and help us on our journeys to excellence.
Of course. I mean, I like most of them. You try to make this a wholesome episode, right?
Yeah, we don't want to sound too bitchy, but there are problems out there that, need to be confronted.
Yeah. Yeah, and also in general, I think so about this whole education thing. I love it. It's really nice in our field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just need to figure out who might be a bad person to stick around.
Yeah.
How often do you think you need to refresh your knowledge? You have some evergreens out there where you're like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I would say the meta level where you like create or build your website so they are great for humans, not for machines. I would say that's one meta thing that doesn't change, but that's still quite new. Like 10 years ago, people thought different, many people.
Yes. Yes.
And
some people still do, but yeah.
yeah, true. But still, you have many things in online marketing that evolve and change
Yeah.
on a very, very quick basis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, generally, I think it's good to have this mindset of like, okay, I should refresh my knowledge every day because things do rapidly change and you should never accept that you're, at your highest level of knowledge. You should always aim to keep learning and, ensuring that your current status of like, let's say like technical topics and standards are completely up to date.
Do you do
which
that?
Mine always aren't. I try to.
Okay. Do you have it scheduled, or some people do it on the way to work or something?
Yeah, I am always looking through Twitter on the way to work because that's where I, see the bulk of SEO articles shared and findings. But it's hard to do that in a busy work environment. I try and reserve at least like Friday afternoons to some learning if I can. What about you?
I don't really do it. I mean, today I kind of scheduled my week because I was seeing that I'm doing things, but I get nothing done because I'm just so unorganized and I have too many parallel things on the table.
Uh-huh.
I tried to do it hourly, like have 4 hours for this, 4 hours for that in the past, but that didn't work for me because then, I was never sticking to my schedule. But I now did it daily. So I have like Tuesday is for editing and publishing our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday is for doing this project. Thursday is for doing that project, and so on. So
nice.
I hope that works, but I didn't really schedule time for learning things. It just happens occasionally. So it's like I talked about this tool in our favorite marketing tools episode, I think, where you had Zest, like this Chrome app.
Mm-hmm.
We will link to it in these show notes again. And there you can see the latest posts from different marketing topics.
Yeah.
And that really helps me. So if I open a browser and I see something that grabs my attention, then I will read it. But I don't really schedule time for that. It just happens occasionally, coincidentally.
What I personally like to check is SparkToro's trending tool. This is the new startup from Rand Fishkin. And basically every day they will list the top 25 most talked about and shared articles of the day, which is pretty cool. And it's good just to get an overview over what's happening.
Didn't he change his last name because he got married?
Oh, I'm not sure, actually.
I think he's called Rand.
He's still Rand Fishkin on Twitter.
Oh,
De Ruyter.
Yeah, that. Rand De Ruyter?
Yeah.
But
I don't know. We can ask him.
Okay. Yeah. Rand, if you're listening, please reply.
But yeah, that's a cool...
in your dreams.
That's a cool tool, and we will link to both of them again.
Yes. Cool. Also, if he took the name, I find that really nice because I think if you marry someone, not to stick to these cultural expectations, conventions to use the man's name as their name. So if he really only took the woman's name, I find that really nice.
It is very cool. I see this happening a lot in Germany.
I saw it only once before.
Okay. I would only take a man's name if it was like a really cool name.
Like Kattau.
Kattau. Yeah, because it sounds like Kattau. We spoke about this.
Yeah. I would like to be called Nils Smith, so that...
Oh, that does sound cool.
Because I'm German, so I can always say Nils Smith.
Smith. Schmidt.
Yeah.
Nils Schmidt.
Yeah. No, we won't marry. Also, we don't have one of these pacts where we are 40 years old and then marry. So.
But you're also like 10 years older than me.
What do you mean by that? That's not true.
No, it's not true. Sorry.
No. How old are you? 25?
25?
Yeah. No, I'm not 35.
How old are you?
Really?
32?
Yes.
Should we keep our ages into the episode?
Yes. Who cares?
Oh, true.
Yeah. I will even keep this question there, showing everyone that you're so insecure about your age. And you should be proud of it because
insecure.
But you've reached so much in your young age.
Oh.
Seriously.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, it's getting wholesome now.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, next point on the list. Or you can read it because I don't want to be the moderator again.
Of course you want to be the moderator.
Well, yes.
You live for this stuff. Okay.
I still have it in here.
Next question.
Yeah.
We should do a quiz, but for CRO, and you can get a guest on, and I can be the quiz master.
We could do that, but I wouldn't know who.
We'll find someone.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
that was a long yawn.
I'm getting sleepy. I'm very dramatic as a yawner.
Mm.
Okay,
oh, you have to.
Next point.
You have to yawn like a white man, like, oh shit. Do you remember the meme?
Yes, and it's funny because my dad, who is a white man, yawns just like that.
Saying, oh shit.
He usually, I think he swears, or is like growling.
You're like, oh, fuck me. Such a good dad.
Let's get smashed.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, this is ridiculous, Nils.
What?
Let's continue.
Okay. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Jason.
Oh.
Anyway.
Wait, what's happening there? You don't call your dad Dad, but Jason.
No, I do call him Dad.
But you just said hi, Jason.
Maybe I have multiple dads.
I don't think so.
No. I don't know why I said Jason.
That's okay. It's okay, Dad. Maybe because I called him Dad before and you didn't want to say what I said.
Yeah. Okay, so the next point is all about community. Ugh, my voice. I'm ill.
You sound like every time.
Okay, that's what she said.
Yeah. I think I never left.
Next point.
Sorry. I think I interrupted you like 8 times.
Yeah, every single time. Oh, get it together, Nils. Kattau. Shh. Okay, so the next
Can you feel? Okay, sorry, I will be quiet. I actually sang that at karaoke last Friday. It was fabulous. But continue.
Who sings The Lion King at karaoke?
Well, me. I.
Obviously.
Can I say one more thing?
So the next... For fuck's sake. I quit.
No, just one thing, because I'm always confused if I should say me or I in sentences. The thing is, if you're talking about multiple people, like and I are coming, or and me are coming, and the right thing you would say is if you erase the other person's name. So if you say Izzi and are coming to the party, if you would leave the Izzi and part away, so you would say I am coming to the party, so it would be Izzi and I. Does it make sense?
Well, you don't say Izzi and I am coming to the party.
No, of course.
Izzi and I are coming to the party.
Yes, of course.
Or do you mean it would adapt to the grammatical
Yes, that.
requirements? Okay.
Okay, continue, please.
Okay, so the next point we will discuss is all about the community in online marketing and what we love or hate about that.
What shall we start with?
Well, we already spoke about events and networking. Oh, I can start with wholesome stuff.
Okay, please.
So I think this is one of the main reasons why I love online marketing, but it's very nice that I met some of my best friends via online marketing events and networking, like you.
Are you grabbing your boobs?
No, my heart.
Oh, it looked like because your microphone was in front.
Thanks for ruining such a wonderful moment.
Sorry. I'm like one of the persons who have to make some joke if there's a romantic scene in a cinema movie.
Because of the awkwardness.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, there are many nice people. So, especially when I was living in Berlin, I was getting to know a lot of friends or friend like people that I was spending a lot of time with. And also, while not talking about work, but just going out together
Yeah.
and, I don't know, going to the park, cinemas, having a picnic, and so
Oh,
on. So, yeah, that's cool. And yes, we met there. So, we met at SEO Wiesen from
yes.
6th in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
So new.
I know, but I feel like I've known you my whole life, Niels.
True. Yeah, it's short but intense.
That's what she said.
Exactly. I was hoping you would say that. Well, yes. So, yeah, you get to know a lot of people on all the events and
Mm-hmm.
wherever you go. So, that's cool. Also, I think if you have these events, this network of online marketing people, you get a lot of access, or if you want to call it access, but you get to know the big people of the business sometimes. So if you're at a
Mm-hmm.
conference and they have a talk and you talk to them, it's usually, sorry, I have to put my vibration off. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Yeah, so if you go to these events and you talk to the, I don't want to call them stars, but like the bigger names of the industry, then it's
Like influencers.
yeah, you can call them like that. But yeah, however, but yeah, it's yeah, you get to know them, and many of them are really nice and not
Mm-hmm.
like divas that don't talk to the normal people. But yeah, they're just nice people, and I think it's cool to get to know them, because not only because it's nice to get to know some friends, and not only because it's nice to know people who know their stuff really well. In Germany, we have this saying called Vitamin B, like vitamin B for your
Mm-hmm.
Beziehung, relation, like
Okay.
so you know people, and yeah, it can just help you, like if you want to land another job, or you need new clients, or you have
Yeah.
questions about some operational
Mm-hmm.
tasks, then it's kind of nice to know who you can ask and who you can trust. So yeah, I
Yeah.
think the community brings you nice people, friends, and also it helps you in a professional way.
Sure. And I think it's good that it's sort of the community feeds itself. It's like a really nice cycle that people help you out, you help them out, and you're all collectively helping each other grow stronger, ideally.
True.
I do think this sort of like rock star status is a bad thing about the whole online marketing community, or it can be. We shouldn't be idolizing these people, and it causes some kind of problematic behavior
Like what?
sometimes. I don't know,
Speak
like
your mind.
when someone thinks that he is a rock star and he can achieve things based off of this status, even though he's just an expert.
Like what?
But
Do you not want to mention a specific person?
there is no one specific person.
So it's two.
I don't know. Maybe I should stay away from this.
No, it's fine. I mean, we're talking about what we like and don't like, so it's
Well,
cool.
I think the whole problem with like the rock star status is that it's not very accessible for everyone. So as newcomers who maybe have a lot to deliver and a lot to bring to speaking at conferences or writing articles, for example, may be put off by this whole cocky rock star behavior, right?
I don't know.
No?
Are they? I mean, I don't really know any. I mean,
I think that's a genuine problem.
Yeah, but I mean, of course, there are some who are more popular. There are some who are less popular. But I think everyone who becomes a bitch because he's popular is not a nice person, and then I wouldn't mind. So it's like, well, do your thing and have a nice life, but leave me alone. So it doesn't really affect my life.
I know, but some people maybe don't think the same way as you.
Well, that's their problem.
Are you a rock star, Nils?
Of course not.
Of course you are.
No, I'm not. No, I'm actually kind of shy and self-conscious about all of this because we have this like when I'm in Germany at conferences, I mean everyone knows everyone and we are all cool with each other. So that's kind of, yeah. Of course it's nice if people say, "Oh, Nils, can I get a photo with you?" That kind of feels cool. But I'm not getting weird because of that. And it doesn't happen often. But when I'm here, for example, and I mean I'm at the other end of the world, and there are some people who are like, "Oh my god, Nils, it's you." And I'm like, "Who are you?" And they're like, "I know you from online blah blah stuff."
Does that happen?
Yeah, sometimes. And that really, I mean, that's a nice feeling.
That is nice.
But also it's kind of I can't really handle it. I can't deal with that when it's too much. So yeah, and I don't know, I have, for example, one guy here that knows me from goodui.org because I posted something on there, and then he's always like, "You're my idol, blah blah blah," and he tells me that very often. And he throws these great parties. Oh, we will go there when you're visiting. And yeah, he always gives me like free entrance, and I get the key to his room to use his toilet instead of the public toilet, and I get free barbecue and a free drink and everything. So I get the special treatment. And
I think he likes you.
He sometimes tells other people how he thinks about me, and that makes me really uncomfortable because I don't want to seem like this. I don't want to seem like this person that I'm not. So I'm super humble, I think. And also we had this when we were watching Game of Thrones here with Joanna when she was here, and she was saying, "Oh, Nils is famous in Germany," which I disagree with, seriously. But she said that, and then everyone of the friends that I have here, so we don't really talk a lot about work, and they don't know where I come from, really. And yeah, when she said that, and everyone was like, "Ooh," and I'm like, "Stop it, assholes." Yeah. No, what?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So to answer your question, no, I don't think I am a rock star.
I think you are, but in your own special way.
Singing in the shower, you mean?
You're a rock star to me.
Aww, stop it. I think what you achieved last year is way more than I did. So I think you are the rock star here.
Oh, thank you.
Just saying.
Yours is like long term. Mine was just one bang.
Yeah, but it's going on. I just stopped being so active. But I never won a Best Speaker award. Or I actually did, but that was nothing important. I got rank 2 a few times, but never rank 1 on a big conference.
That's not a defining feature. Have you been seeing on Facebook or Twitter that Google is so bad at responding as to how many legs an animal has?
Yes, I saw that.
So my SEO friend, Mark Rolfe, I think that's how his name is called, created one for how many legs does Izzi Smith have? And now it says 7 legs. and he made it 1 hour ago and it's already live. This is amazing.
Well, like when you Google for it, you find that?
Let's check.
I will.
He sent me the screenshot. Oh, I get the result, but not the
7
featured
legs.
snippet. Oh, do you see it?
Wait. You see it? Is that the featured snippet?
Where are you showing it me? Oh yeah, yes. That's amazing.
Izzi Smith has 7 legs. Her front legs can be used similarly to human arms.
The rest of the response is amazing.
Also, I like that it it includes results for Izzi Smith with a Y instead of an I in the end.
Yeah, I'm still working on that. Stupid Google thinks my name is spelled with a Y. Enhanced balance helps Izzi to run faster, consume more beer, and perform tasks much more efficiently than your average SEO. Okay, let's continue.
Yes. I think in the community, one thing that really bothers me is when people at events or in private life try to sell you their stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I specifically have one person in mind thinking about that, which I will not call out.
Can you
but
say
he's
it?
from Berlin.
But then cut it out?
Yeah, it's
I don't know him.
with every sentence he tries to sell you his bullshit, and that's really annoying.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think many times, depending on who you are in a company, I think the higher you are, the higher your position, or the more decisions you could make for your company, the more often you will have people who try to take advantage of this and try to sell you their stuff. And I think that's a really bad thing that happens.
Yes.
At the same time, you have the people who want to get your work for free, basically. So people ask you, hey, Izzy, can you take a look at our website and tell us what you change? And they don't want to pay you for this. I think that's a very bad thing that happens. The more popular you are, the more knowledge you have. And yeah, that's what kind of annoys me in the community. It's a mutual, or it should be a mutual thing. So if you have something to offer and you get something back, that's fine. But if you just ask people if they would work for free, basically, that's not so nice.
No, it's not.
Does this happen to you?
So I quite like getting questions from people because I'm still really developing my skills and I want to learn more. And when I take
That's
a
not
look
true.
But when I take a look at someone else's
you are in a state where
what? Go on. Tell me more nice things.
I want to say you are in a position where your advice has a value.
Thank you. But
it's not a compliment.
Oh, it is.
It's just the truth.
I mean, sometimes I get like messages from people I don't know who want me to do things like assess why they're not winning a featured snippet, and I'm interested in this topic and it's something I can learn from, so sometimes I do give like attention to that, but I can't give too much because I'm so busy, of course, and it's my free time. But if people are wanting free consultations, then of course I'm going to reject that. But yeah, this is happening more and more now.
And you should.
Thank you.
Yeah, I always have that after conference talks. So usually people come, especially here, because, I don't know, digital nomads don't have money very often, or they don't have a lot, or try to live a very cheap life. No offense to that, so it's fine. But then they expect to get everything for free sometimes. At least I get the impression here when I have a talk, and then usually after a talk, at least 3 people come to me asking if I could have a look at their website. And I said, oh, well, I just did that in my talk. And then, yeah, but can you look at mine? And then I'm like, well, I could, but it's not for free. And then they are surprised. And I was like, well,
It's not good.
I mean, it's okay if they are surprised. It's just bad if they are offended, because I wouldn't take a look for free. However, I don't want to piss off too many people here.
All good. We're just speaking our mind.
Yeah. And also what I think it's the case in every community, but especially in our community, because it's all online and kind of anonymous. So you're not having face-to-face conversations most of the time.
Not always.
So you get a lot of people who are hating on stuff and basically being assholes and being not nice to others, which wouldn't happen in a real world, at least not this often.
Also, something I kind of dislike is when publishers or, let's say, magazines out there, not all of them are doing this, but sometimes when they ask me to contribute to something that they're writing, or for me to write an article and I don't have the time, or it's maybe not worth it, they're really offended when I don't want to do that. And it's really a shame. It's like, I would love to, but I can't make it feasible at the moment.
I mean, for you, it has to make sense. So
Yeah.
if they don't have the reach that would do anything for you, it's what I said. So it must be mutual in some way. And if it's just you being nice to them but getting nothing out of it.
I know it's a shame when, I mean, this has only happened like a couple of times because I try and respond to every request I get because that's really cool for me. But you shouldn't be offended when someone can't spare the time to give you something for free.
True. Yeah, but I wouldn't blame the magazine. I would rather blame the person asking you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in their job, they need to be able to live with rejection without being personally offended.
That's something I can't do.
Oh, well, I was going to say that I'm going to have a new girl for my podcast. The Izzi and the Izzi and Marlene show.
Nice.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, don't fire me. I'm surprised.
I would never leave you.
Oh, ditto.
So the next point is work-life balance. I put this in quotes because I don't really like that word, but I couldn't think of anything else to explain what, I don't know, it's such a bullshit bingo.
Is it?
But it's kind of true. So yeah, I don't know.
I guess.
We'll just use that word. And yeah, I think if you're working in online marketing, it has some great advantages for work-life balance and some disadvantages. And I think one of the disadvantages, to start with that, is the working hours. If you are working in some companies, especially agencies, are popular for having everyone work overtime all the time. And I think that's a bad thing. Do you have any experience with that? Like working too long or longer than you should?
Not at my job, no. I think at my company, they're really sort of forcing this work-life balance, which is really good. Like if you're sat there at 8 p.m., they're like, what the fuck, go home, which is nice. I only work really long if I have like special projects to finish and stuff like that. And that's my choice completely. No one is forcing me to stay here. And also, I think the way that everything is set up here means that we work more efficiently anyway. So it's not about how many hours you spend in the office. It's about actually, performing. That's what's most important.
Yeah, I think that's because you're a big company that's working on that. But I think many agencies or smaller companies cannot really do this. They are kind of depending on people working overtime, which is bad.
That's bad.
And I think especially in marketing that happens a lot, at least from what I've heard. I never had to do this, and I never made anyone do it, apart from very, very, very rare exceptions. Yeah, I think everyone works to live and not the other way.
So wise.
I'm thinking right now what I meant. I just saw your eyes like, wait.
I'm a bit slow today. No, definitely. And also, I think if you're working such long hours, then the work that you're doing is getting sloppier and worse because you're stressed and you're stretched thin. And that is not good for an employer to do that.
True. Yeah, and you start to hate your job.
Yes, you do.
At some point. Or not really hate it, but you start disliking it more and more. And I think work hours are one thing for that. Also, there was this experiment in, I think, Sweden or Finland or something, where they invented the 6-hour workday.
Oh, yes.
Which had really great results. Like people were actually more productive than working an 8-hour day because, yeah, it just worked. I won't go into the details now.
It wouldn't work in every country because some people are lazy.
In Italy, they just finished their 4th espresso. Sorry, that was racist.
That was racist.
That's okay. No, it's not. I'm German. I can't do that. Okay. So yeah, but I think so one thing is the work hours that you have that defines your work-life balance or plays a big role in it. And one thing is the work environment. So it can either be having a really cool office that you love going to, having a nice atmosphere at office, like you get along well with your coworkers and so on. And the other thing is, of course, like your workplace itself. So are you sitting in a boring office at a desk, or are you sitting at the beach or whatever? So I think in online, you're laughing.
Yeah.
But in online marketing, it's very possible to have a fully remote team. So if you have the structures for that, but it's possible to do it. Many very successful companies are
Yes.
completely decentralized.
I'm reading about this at the moment, about remote working. I think for me at the moment it's not good. I like being with my people because we're in such a big team. But I mean, oh, what was that noise?
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, okay.
What happened?
It was like a tummy rumble, maybe from
Oh,
you.
maybe that. Yeah, maybe I have
Oh.
noise canceling headphones on. Maybe I
Oh,
just
okay.
didn't hear it. But it could be I'm really hungry.
Yeah, I know remote working for some teams and companies is like the way forward, and that works perfectly for them. And
Yeah.
all you need is a stable internet connection,
Which
and
can be a problem traveling around.
that can be a problem.
I think in general it works. And also, you don't need a stable internet connection all the time, depending on what you do. So,
True.
I mean, be a designer, you need internet for your meetings and to upload your results, but you don't need to be connected all the time. So,
True.
yeah, it's very possible to work with bad internet. I know what I'm talking about.
Of course. And I think to some people looking for jobs, that remote working is worth way more than beanbags and table football
Oh, yes,
in an office.
it is.
So, yeah, modern employers need to consider this.
Yes. And I think, I mean, remote working can mean home office, or it can really mean
Yeah.
remote, like being in another country or something, or in another time zone. So yeah, but I think if it's possible, of course you need to change a lot of about your company if you want to implement that when you haven't already. So you can't just say, well, we'll do it from now on, because you won't have the structures and you don't have it organized. But yeah, I think in general it works. And I don't know, some companies try to have like rent a villa for a week or for 2 or for a month and just drive there with a full company, with the whole company. That's still
Nice.
not really remote work because you're in the same place with everyone. But I think I mean, if you want to create a great work-life balance for your employees, it's more than just saying beanbags and Tischtennis.
Yes. I think if my company went fully remote tomorrow, I'd be so sad. I'd just be so lonely. Like, I live alone.
Aww.
I don't live in a vibrant, viggy, shared apartment.
Wait a second.
What are you doing?
So, if you want to date Izzy tomorrow, please send a message.
What?
No, I'm kidding. That just sounded like, hey, I'm looking for someone.
No.
I didn't have a better song for this.
I love living alone, but I mean, every single day working and living alone, of course I would go out sometimes and see friends. But
The thing is, just because
that would be so sad.
But you're not alone just because you have a remote job. There are other people.
I think remote working could work for me if I found like a co-working space or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yes, I know.
So, I mean, I couldn't sit at home all day and work here. I would die.
No.
But I think going to a co-working space, I've been doing this for 3 years now almost. And for me, it's really nice. And yeah, of course, if you have a team, it can be fun to sit next to them. But
yes,
yeah, I mean, in my opinion, it's not necessary, but everyone has their own experiences.
of course.
Okay, last thing about work-life balance. I think a big problem that we have is we do, or at least many of us do, a lot of work on their phones, and you never put your phones away. So I think this getting away from your work is really difficult working in online marketing, because you always have Facebook open, Twitter and Instagram and whatever you use for online marketing. You have your emails on your phone. You probably won't turn them off after 6 in the evening. So yeah, I think you can never really take time off the job if you don't leave your phone at home.
Oh my god, you're so right. I never thought about that. That's scary.
I mean, it's cool if you love your job.
Yeah, but there's like living your job and there is like, taking some space.
Yes.
From what you love.
True.
That's important.
Yeah. We have this silent day in Bali where internet is shut off 1 day a year. Like it's 1 day per year. And they just turn the mobile internet off. You cannot go online on that day. And we were sitting here with 8 people at our home. And in the beginning, everyone was super stressed about not being able to check Instagram and stuff like that. And then after 3 or 4 hours, we all noticed like, hey, no one cares about their phone anymore. And we were having, I think we were sitting there for 16 hours and we were talking all the time. Like we just had a 16-hour conversation because it was raining. You're not allowed to go on the streets. You're basically locked at home without internet. And it was magical. It was seriously, you just really.
I'm sure. I mean, that would be horrendous if you were alone, though, in a rainy, boring place.
I don't know.
But with cool people
I think,
and alcohol and food, sure.
Yeah, I mean, even alone, it can be nice just to take some time for yourself. I went to floating in Berlin, where you have to lie in salt water that's super salty. Like you float in it.
We did this together.
Did we?
Yes.
In Berlin.
Don't you remember? Yeah. You took me.
Really? It was dark. I couldn't see you. Really? I seriously forgot.
You can still remember going there with me.
Wait, this one where it was dark and then I was having... Oh, right. And then I was talking to you about my new business ideas that I got while lying there.
Yes.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. That was a while ago.
That was a while ago.
I mean, that was only 1 hour or something of being not on your phone. And my mind was just going crazy with new ideas because you could finally... I don't know how to say this in English, but... have a wall around you.
Like,
yes.
shut off. Yeah.
Yep.
Can't believe you forgot, man.
Me neither.
That's okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No worries. So the last point on what we love about and hate about online marketing is all about regarding security and sustainability. So in online marketing, do you think our current jobs will be relevant in the future, say like 20 years from now? Is that a bad thing about online marketing?
I think they are kind of future-proof. I mean, jobs will change and the tasks you have will change. But I think in general, we will not be replaced by machines. We're not Zalando.
Ooh, burn.
It's true. I mean, they tried and they kind
tried.
of failed. And yeah, of course, you will always need human brains that can do the stuff that we do, like connect the dots. Machines can't really do that. And most marketing automation is just a series of if statements that a person has developed. So yeah, I think the jobs will stay there. And of course, I'm not talking about 100 years from now on or 1000. I don't know what happens then. But I think in our lifetime, we're pretty safe as long as we do what we said in the beginning. So you have to educate yourself all the time.
Yes. And you have to adapt rapidly
Yes.
for when changes happen.
Yeah, true. But it's the same for every industry.
Exactly.
So that's very normal.
Like, for example, when GDPR happened, like a lot of people had to like rapidly change their strategies for like email marketing and whatever and analytics tracking. But I mean, you had to do that or you had to go home. And that's the way it should be.
Yeah, and people made it. And nothing really has changed. At least I don't feel anything from it.
No.
Not at all. Of course, it was annoying to do all the work, but in the end, it was to save people. And it has some upsides, not only downsides. So
I find it so annoying that every single website I go on, I have to accept and close or review my opt-in. So annoying.
That's why we have a funny button text in there.
Yeah, whatever.
Yes. But that's what everyone thinks. Like,
check out our website to see our cookie pop-up thing.
Yes, exactly. IzziNilsShow.com.
We're so compliant.
Oh, yes, we are.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think we are pretty safe if we don't stop.
If SEO dies, I will become a car salesman.
Especially a salesman.
Yeah.
Like changing your gender and your job.
Yes.
Have you?
It's a bold move.
You have tried the Snapchat gender change,
yes.
right?
I'm going to do it again right now. Now I'm wearing makeup.
I'm going to do it again right now as well. Did I send you mine?
No.
Really?
You did it?
I installed Snapchat just for you and I didn't send. Oh my God. I look funny as a man.
You are a man.
My jaw gets wider and my hair gets darker.
Oh, I need to hide my hair.
I look really bad as a woman. I wouldn't date myself. Shame.
I look like a drag queen now that I'm wearing makeup.
You wanna see? Are you posing? That's
Yes,
me as
I'm
a
posing.
woman.
No, that's not you as a woman.
It is. I just took the photo. Wait, can we will
I'd do you.
can we all right.
That's
Can
me.
we take a screen, like save it, and we will upload these pictures to the show notes. Like Izzy as a
That's a
man
great
and me as a
idea.
boy. Izzy as a man and me as a boy, I said. Can I see you as a woman, finally?
What?
Can
As
I
a
see you as a
woman?
woman?
I am a woman.
With a woman filter.
Is there a woman one?
Usually people look like Barbie. Of
Oh
course.
yeah.
You haven't
Oh my
seen.
god. No. Oh, I look awful.
Awful. Oh my god, there's a child filter.
Look at me as a woman.
Look at me as a child.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? That's new. I haven't seen that before. Wait, show me. I want to see your woman one again.
I'm crying. Where's the baby one?
It's like a yellow eerie thing that
Okay. I can't find it.
I can do it with you. I have you on cam. Wait, you have to give me your full face, not only your. Yeah.
That's what she said.
Does it get you? I can't see.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Take a picture. I think baby Nils is my favorite thing ever.
Me too. But it really looks like a small boy with a beard. Okay.
Okay, I sent you girl Izzy and boy Izzy.
Thanks. Where were we? Oh, future proof, blah blah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I mean, we have jobs that might change, but also new jobs will appear. So I think it's a very future proof field.
Yes, it is. And the skills that we have are adaptive and yeah, can work for other industries, other practices. I think we'll be fine,
True.
Niels.
Oh, that's nice.
And I aim to be a millionaire by the time I'm 30. So
Oh, you shouldn't.
I should be.
You shouldn't aim for that.
It was a joke.
Okay, then I won't explain why you shouldn't.
I want to be married with kids by the time I'm 30.
What? You want?
Also a joke.
Okay.
I just want to be happy.
That's good. That should be your goal.
Yeah.
Yes, whatever
Mhm.
that means.
Exactly.
Yes. I think new jobs appear, and you could always, if you have marketing skills, you kind of have an advantage over other people in being able to make every business run, as long as the business is kind of good. So,
Mhm.
I mean, knowing marketing is so important, and so many companies or so many stores, like especially in the how's it called, brick and mortar world, where you
Brick and mortar. Yeah.
said that.
Like the physical shop location.
Exactly. Yeah. So where you have physical products, where you have physical shops, and I don't know, like everything like that. They're sometimes so cool, the places, but they're so shit at marketing. And if they had this skill,
Mhm.
yeah, that would help.
I want a brick and mortar business.
I kind of thought about that seriously. Did I tell you my new business idea? I had that yesterday. Oh yeah, I told you on WhatsApp.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I won't share this here, but
No, don't
no.
share.
No, but sometimes I feel like, I mean, online marketing is fun and everything, but sometimes, I mean, this is just my naive mind thinking like that, but I feel like sometimes having something that you can touch.
Mhm.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Thanks. Something, yeah, that you can touch, like something that you can create that's not only virtual, would be fun
Definitely.
and would be more sustainable. So yeah, I don't know, like renting a house, which is not a job, but it's an income. So yeah, that's something where you don't have to adapt all the time and improve all the time. Sometimes I'm just a bit tired of doing that, but that's just 32-year-old me regretting life choices. No, not really. I love my life
Really?
choice. No,
No.
I'm kidding. No, I love my
Good.
life choices. I made the best
Good.
life choices for
I
myself.
love your life. Yeah.
Thanks.
That was pretty wholesome.
Mm.
Yeah. I have nothing more to add.
No, me neither.
So I think in conclusion, there's quite a lot of things to celebrate about online marketing, and I can speak for myself that I'm very happy to work in this field. I guess you are too.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
And despite some things that are problematic, I think they're getting better anyway as time progresses.
And you have problems and issues in every field that you could work in.
Exactly.
I got issues.
What song is that?
Issues.
I don't know it.
I have no voice today. I sang too much Elton John in the beginning.
Of course. So yeah, we hope you liked our little discussion about things that are great and not so great about online marketing. Feel free to let us know what you like and what you don't like. And yeah, make sure to subscribe on your favorite platform. You can find them all on izzynilsshow.com. Leave us a nice review on iTunes because we live for affection. And yeah, just tweet to us anytime at #IzzyNilsShow or using our Twitter handles. Everything will be posted in the show notes online. And aside from that, have a wonderful day and stay classy.
Also, we haven't added a new tweet to our favorite tweets list on izzynilsshow.com in a while. So if you have something super nice to say in general about our show or about any episode, we will see it, we will read it, and if we fall in love with that, we will add it there. Thank you for listening to the Izzy and Neil. Should I do it in Elton John's singing voice?
How would he do it?
I'm not sure. Thank you for
for
I'll just do the
listening.
normal one. Thank you for listening to the Izzy and Neil Show. Tune in next week to hear Izzy's voice. I don't know why I said that.
Yes.
That's true. I kind of need
But you're not wrong.
something to say about the next episode, but as we don't do it anymore, so I kind of stick to this tune in next week too, but we don't say it.
That can be like a good running gag. Like, tune in next week to listen to
We'll
Nils's
do that.
tummy. Yeah.
Cool.
It's fine.
Goodbye.
It's all good. Goodbye.